The global Sumud Flotilla represents a contemporary form of international activism, a collection of boats and individuals united by a common purpose. These voyages are not mere maritime journeys. They are carefully orchestrated acts of public demonstration designed to navigate the complex currents of international law, human rights, geopolitical conflict. The flotilla's name itself, incorporating the Arabic word sumud, which translates to steadfastness or resilience, encapsulates its core philosophy. It signifies a calm, persistent, and unwavering determination to bring global attention to situations of hardship and isolation. This movement, therefore, is more than just a fleet of vessels. It is a floating symbol of solidarity, a mobile platform for advocacy that aims to pierce the veil of indifference that often surrounds prolonged humanitarian crises. At its heart, the mission of the global Sumud Flotilla is rooted in a straightforward principle: solidarity. Organizers say their primary goal is to peacefully challenge and non-violently break a prolonged blockade. That blockade restricts movement of people and essential goods. They are not a military force or a political party. They define themselves as a civilian-led humanitarian initiative. Their aim is to deliver aid directly to an isolated population. Medical supplies, educational materials, a message of hope. This direct delivery underscores the inadequacy of existing channels. It also asserts the right of free passage in international waters. The mission goes beyond goods. It's about visibility and witness. Participants aim to shine an international media spotlight on life under blockade. They believe physically placing themselves there will generate news and public discourse. A core tenet is unwavering nonviolence. Organizers instruct, the protest must remain peaceful no matter the response. This is a foundational belief, not merely strategy. The global Sumud Flotilla operates not as a single, hierarchical entity, but as a decentralized and collaborative network often referred to as the Freedom Flotilla Coalition. This coalition is a partnership of numerous independent campaigns and organizations based in various countries around the world. Each national or regional group takes on specific responsibilities tailored to its strengths and resources. For instance, one group in a country with a strong maritime tradition might focus on procuring and preparing the vessels, while another group in a different country might excel at fundraising, public outreach, and recruiting participants. This distributed model allows for greater resilience and a broader base of support, making the movement difficult to dismantle. Coordination among these disparate groups is the key to the flotilla's operation. This is achieved through a combination of modern communication technologies and regular in-person meetings of an international coordinating committee. This committee is comprised of representatives from the various partner organizations. Together, they make strategic decisions regarding the timing of the voyage, the planned route, the political messaging, and the overarching legal strategy. They are responsible for ensuring that all participants are properly vetted and trained in the principles of nonviolent direct action and that all vessels comply with maritime safety standards. This central coordination ensures that while the effort is global, the message and actions are unified. Funding for such an ambitious undertaking is a mosaic of grassroots effort and organizational support, primarily through small dollar donations via crowdfunding and local events. Volunteers are the lifeblood of the organization, donating time and skills. The logistical complexity is immense. Purchasing and registering ships, safety inspections and outfitting, months of legal preparation, and a media plan with redundant communications. The driving force behind the global Sumud Flotilla is the Freedom Flotilla Coalition, an umbrella group that unites civil society organizations from over a dozen countries. These are not large state-funded entities, but grassroots campaigns sustained by activists and concerned citizens, Prominent member groups include Ship to Gaza, Sweden, Ship to Gaza, Norway Canadian Boat to Gaza, US Boat to Gaza, Kia, Gaza, from New Zealand, among others. Each national campaign raises awareness and funds at home and contributes delegates and resources internationally. This structure gives the movement a multinational character. Leadership is collective decisions made by consensus among member representatives. Certain individuals have become prominent public faces. Figures like Ann Wright, retired U.S. Army colonel and former diplomat who resigned over the Iraq War, lend credibility and voice. Other longtime activists, academics, the participants who board the global Sumud Flotilla's boats are a remarkably diverse cross-section of global citizenry, united by a common conviction rather than a shared nationality or profession. They hail from dozens of countries: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia. This intentional diversity is central to the flotilla's message. It's not a regional conflict, but a matter of universal human rights and international concern. Argentinian doctor, Malaysian academic, Swedish parliamentarian, American veteran. On the same boat, a powerful illustration of global conscience. The participants' backgrounds are as varied as their passports. Seasoned sailors, maritime professionals, land-based activists, some who've never spent a night at sea, university students, retired teachers, union leaders, artists. The journey of the global Sumud Flotilla is as much a legal and narrative battle as it is a physical voyage across the sea. A significant portion of the organizational effort is dedicated to building a robust legal framework for the mission. Organizers meticulously ensure that all vessels are properly registered. They make sure the boats are insured and compliant with international maritime safety regulations. They argue their passage is protected under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. Claiming a right of innocent passage, legal teams prepare extensive documentation. They pre-file legal challenges in anticipation of being intercepted. The goal is to fight any detentions or seizures in court. Despite this legal preparation, the risks involved are substantial. The primary risk is interception by naval forces. This has happened to nearly all previous flotillas. Interception can lead to the arrest of all on board. It can also mean detention for days or weeks in a foreign country, and eventual deportation. There is also the risk of a violent confrontation. Organizers train all participants rigorously in non-violent resistance techniques. Frequently, ships are confiscated and never returned. That represents a significant financial loss for the movement. Storytelling is the flotilla's most powerful tool for navigating these risks. The mission is a platform for narrative, videos, photographs, blog posts, and live updates. By humanizing the diverse crew, their motivations, the peaceful nature of the mission, and the humanitarian supplies, they frame any interception as obstruction of a peaceful, humanitarian voyage. Public support becomes the ultimate shield, following, sharing, and contacting officials to demand safe passage. When communications go dark, audiences mobilize with vigils, calls to embassies, and pressure to keep the story in headlines. The storytelling is integral to safety and success. In summary, the global Sumud Flotilla is a sophisticated and resilient form of international civil society action. It is a peaceful, multicultural coalition of ordinary people who utilize the symbolic power of a sea voyage to challenge a political and humanitarian status quo they find unacceptable. Its mission is deceptively simple: to deliver aid, a message of solidarity, asserting legal rights, broadcasting a story of steadfastness to the world. The movement is meticulously organized as a decentralized network of grassroots campaigns fueled by small donations, the tireless work of volunteers from every walk of life, representing a truly global effort that transcends borders. The flotilla's strength lies in its diversity, its unwavering commitment to nonviolence, its strategic use of storytelling. By bringing together parliamentarians, doctors, artists, activists from around the globe, it demonstrates a broad consensus of conscience. The participants navigate the physical waves of the ocean, international law, public opinion, geopolitical conflict. The journey is fraught with personal risk, yet they proceed, buoyed by conviction that bearing witness is a necessary act in the pursuit of justice and human dignity for all.